What phone system do we use? Now, when I say phone system, everyone thinks like, oh, well, don't you use Google Voice or a cell phone? Well, actually, no, because when we get this list of 1,000 names or two or three or 4,000 names, it's going to take a lot of time to call these people. And it's been proven through studies that people will go mentally insane if they have to dial all 1,000 numbers over and over and they have to listen to it ring, 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 and then someone answer, not answer, get a voicemail. It literally long term will drive you nuts. And that's been proven. And so, what they've created is a phone system. And let me tell you a little bit about what it does. And here's what it's called. It's Mojo Caller. And what Mojo does is it's an automatic dollar. You can take your numbers that you get back from the REI skip trace, or and then you take those numbers and you upload it into Mojo. And what Mojo will do for you, which I think is really amazing, and since we've created it, it's just changed the game for us, is it literally will call anywhere from like 1 to 3 people at the same time, and while you're just sitting there and there's no ringing, nothing, and it'll then keep calling and calling, and you can be doing something else, doing whatever you want, and it'll literally, when someone answers, it'll let you know. It'll pop up on your screen and you'll hear hello. And what it's done for you is it might have called 20 people before you had to even pay attention. And it calls those 20 people automatically, and then you don't actually have to do any work until it gets to the person who answers. That way, we're listening to live people. And what you can do that I love about it is, let's say it calls 20 people and 19 people have voicemails, it will leave 19 voicemails for you. And so those people will call you back later, and you say, hey, in the voicemail, you might say, hey, it's Michael Green, just give me a call, sent you a letter about buying your house. If you're interested in selling, feel free to give me a call back at this number. If not, then just please disregard this message and don't feel like it's necessary to call me back. So we'll leave that message if we want, or you can totally not leave a message. I'm actually pretty cool with that too, because if you don't leave a message, then what it'll do is just keep calling them until they finally answer. This is what I love about Mojo. It just keeps calling and calling and calling until someone picks up. And when they finally pick up, then Mojo will know that they picked up and that you had a conversation with them. It'll stop calling that person over and over once you've had the conversation they've picked up. But if not, it'll just keep calling so that every person on there eventually you will talk to. And you'll be able to either set an appointment or weed them out as not potentially having a house. So once somebody answers, you jump on the call. And what's really cool is once you're done, it starts dialing again. And it will dial, dial, dial. Now, so people always ask me, what if it calls 3 people at once and 2 people answer at the same time? It'll just hang up on one of them. Whoever really truly answers first, it'll put you on with. And then the secondary person will hang up and then just start calling them again after you're done. So it'll call them back later. So Mojo, we love it. One of the issues with Mojo when you're newer is that Mojo is a little bit expensive. It costs anywhere from like $100 to $150 a month. Not exactly cheap, but if you are doing cold calling and you're ready to commit to it, this is a very valuable tool. It will allow you to call like anywhere from I think I've seen stuff as you can call 100 people an hour. If you were dialing, you would probably average about 5 to 10. That's it. And you'd go crazy because you're listening to all these things. You're voicemails, it's just nuts. You'd be worn out. Mojo does all the work for you. It's a very cool system, and I got a lot of cool stuff going on. So we love Mojo. It's kind of one of our secret weapons, and it's how we get cold calling really moving and consistent. All the big winners who cold call and set schedules where they'll cold call from 8 in the morning till 10 o'clock every day and do 2 hours a day, and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars because they get on every day and cold call. They're all using Mojo, and because they know in that 2 hours they can do about 8 to 10 times the work that they would do on their own, and it's just so automated. It's doing so much work for you. Mojo also has a really great tracking system, so if you get a hold of someone or like follow up with me in 3 months, you can literally put a note on that file and Mojo will let you know in 3 months to follow up with them. So I love Mojo. It's got a great system. I don't think there's a better system out there. It is the best system in my opinion.